And the couples that the Führer say that she can pull us through if we believe. I'll take it back, take it back, take it back.
As far as I'm concerned, music is music. I don't look at it as rock, R&B, all that kind of stuff. I just look at it as music, you know. But I feel sorry for anybody who only listens to one form of music.
Unsigned, you're listening to the Freeza Block Show. Local, milehigh.underground.com. Unsigned, local artists, unsigned artists. Music you may have never heard before. Music you'll want to hear again. All right here on the Freeza Block Show.
Welcome in. It is the Freeza Block Show, milehigh.underground.com. So very happy to have everybody listening in and alongside. And today we have a very special guest in. We have Last Chance Texaco in the studio. Man. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Nice, great stuff, man. So, and again, really happy to have you here. And well, you know, and like we like to start the show out, you know, for a lot of the folks that have not heard you before or heard of the band Last Chance Texaco, one of you want to jump in and tell us what kind of music it is that people might expect today?
Yeah, we're just loud rock and roll, kind of alternative rock. Started out not wanting to be, and we're supposed to be a southwestern kind of country band, and
it kind of sounds like that from the name Last Chance Texaco.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
does. And then I realized I don't really play like that. I like to play loud with a lot of distortions. So I sort of morphed into that.
Well, you know, tell how long has this been a band, and you know, kind of give us some origins. And
we've been a band for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
We just started. Matt and I are married, so we've been together for a long time. But we started playing with a couple of friends, and then we've acquired Kevin about a year ago.
About a year.
He's our rhythm guitarist, and our bass player's been with us for 3 years. And right before we got Kevin, we got a really great drummer, Carl, and just been taking it from there.
Tell us a little bit about how you guys started out. Like, you know, for the, you know, you mentioned that you started out with the idea of this being kind of a southwestern style, maybe salsa picante style music, right. You know, and then, you know, of course, how it ended up being what it is now.
Well, originally Gail and I just wanted to do just, you know, stuff like Tom Petty type,
Americana.
Jim
Yeah,
Blossoms.
we called it Southwestern road music, which it kind of still is, but it's
morphed a little bit because I've always played metal, so I've always listened to everything, so I wanted to just do something different that Gail and I connected with.
You wanted to kind of expand your musical taste, I guess, or you know, and that's good, man. And you know, it's a nice change. Of course, Ace. I'm sorry, we're talking with Gail, Kevin, and Ace. They are Last Chance Texaco, and Ace, of course, is with another band as well. He was in here a couple weeks ago with world famous Johnson, right. Scott Parker and crew, and the rest of those guys. And by the way, make sure to catch that show this Friday because, hey man, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
you know, hey man, I am excited about this one, and that one's going to be at Herman's Hideaway. You guys got any other than you know, the Last Chance Texaco? We want to talk about where you guys are going to have another show, and
right.
You know, go ahead and promote that a little bit,
man. Saturday night, we're at Cheers. It's Killer Bill. We're with Ryan, Chris, and the Rough Cuts, the Blackouts. Us and Johnny Barber is going to be
and Lollygags.
And Lollygags. Yep. And you know what? I will be there.
Awesome.
I will be there. I'm totally got that blacked out on my calendar. So, you know, and love Cheers. Love that place. And, you know, the riser. God,
yeah,
love that
great,
drum
it's
riser.
A great room. It's a great room. So.
Great stuff, man. Well, I guess even though you kind of explained it a little bit, how did you get that name? Because everybody loves the name. I've been telling everybody I got Last Chance Texaco in there, and they're like, "Wow, that's a cool name."
Well, originally,
it's actually a Ricky Lee Jones song.
Okay.
that we just always liked. I just thought
I've thrown that name out with every band I've been in. The last time I threw it out, it got voted down for Throbbing Pink Jesus.
Oh, right. I remember that.
I
last
held
time.
on to that name.
That's what happened.
That's
Sorry,
right.
I got it in. But yeah, it's Ricky Lee Jones. It's kind of a dark song about heroin usage, and which isn't really what we're about, but it's just a good saying, and it's a killer.
It's a
name,
kick-ass
man. I love it.
name.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no doubt about it. You know, I get the idea. I get like the mental image in my head of like driving with that car on E, and you just have no idea. And you see that the Texaco, but they jack the price up. It's like $7 a gallon. You're like, I don't really know if I want to go there or not. But you just got to take that chance, man. Indeed, it is Last Chance Texaco. We are with Gail, Kevin, and Ace, and they are in here kicking it live, and we are having a good time. We're about to listen to some really kick-ass music, man. I'm going to go ahead and play one from your first CD, or from your CD. How many CDs you guys have out?
we just have the one. We have the EP out, and right now we're in the studio doing a full-length album.
Awesome. So make sure to folks check them out on the Facebook page right now. Give them a thumb and a like in. From there, you can get to their Bandcamp page or SoundCloud page.
We also have a website,
and the
you can
website
hear the music on the website too.
Excellent. See, and there you go, man. Did you guys make your own website up, or did you guys have a little help with that?
Yeah, Gail did.
I did. Yeah, actually, Joel and I worked on it together, our bass player. Luckily, we've got 2 coders in the band who can help out with that. So that's definitely helpful.
The rhythm section.
Yeah, our rhythm sections are smart guys.
And you guys have, like I said, you
And the pretty ones.
You guys have great artwork. You guys, really have your brand set up really well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm excited. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to you, Gail. Which song would you like to play? To let the folks know what it is. And by the way, while you're deciding, I'll tell everybody, the Last Chance Texaco fans and fans that are never heard of Last Chance Texaco and like to tune in for the first time, that bell is for a hit or a shot. It is not necessarily for alcohol or weed, but just something to get you right on through the day, and when we make a good point, and just because. So there we go.
Let's go with Pieces.
All right, which one is that? I hope I got the right one, because it just says the name. So
it's
track 3. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it didn't say any of the names with us.
No, it didn't. It just says
Wow.
Bandcamp sucks. I believe it's track 3.
All right. Well, we're going to take our chance. It is Last Chance Texaco, and this song is supposed to be called
Pieces.
All right. Right here.
We're hoping.
The Freeza Block Show, milehighunderground.com.
Waiting for the day to begin around me. World comes slowly into view. House is quiet, nothing moving. Then my mind drifts to you. I wasn't looking for something when you found me, but you gave it to me anyway. It was right, nice and easy. Then you took it away. Now I'm left with the pieces scattered near and far. I shouldn't get myself together. I wouldn't know where to start. Made it all over and over. Something I missed, maybe a clue. Changed your mind so quickly. Moved on to something new. I wasn't looking for something when you found me, but you gave it to me anyway. It was right, nice and easy. then you took it away. Never they started without me. Life doesn't wait for those in pain. Need to keep moving forward. Forget your face, forget your name. I wasn't looking for something when you found me, but you gave it to me anyway. It was right and nice and easy, then you took it away. I wasn't looking for something when you found me, but you gave it to me anyway. It was right and nice and easy, then you took it away.
Last Chance Texaco, and again, that song was called
Pieces.
Pieces, indeed. Make sure to check it out. Go to their website. Go to their Facebook. It's the album is called Curiosity and Few Regrets. Really kick-ass picture you guys have up there.
Thanks.
Who did the photography for you guys?
I
you
did.
Guys? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually took that out in Texas. We were out in Austin, and I came across this just abandoned Texaco place, and I'm like, stop. So of course I had to get out and like take a million pictures of it. So
well, hey, it was perfectly good, and it fits in well. You know, we were talking during the song. You know, I was telling you guys how cool it sounds. You know, the Americana really comes out. You know, with it, and you were starting to tell me a little bit about the new music you guys are going to be that you're working on, and go ahead and let's kind of elaborate.
A lot more distortion in the new stuff. Heavier. With the first EP, Matt was the only one playing guitar on that, and so now we've added Kevin, and so it's just a much fuller sound. And
yeah, and it's
I think it's a little edgier.
yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Edgier guitar and drum and bass.
Yeah, we got a really tight rhythm section. So.
Do you guys have kind of like a little bit of a date or you know, kind of a timeline where we might be, you know, hearing some new Last Chance Texaco?
probably let's see, probably midsummer. Gail's going to go in 2 weeks and get vocals done, and pretty much then Kevin will go in and we'll just finish it up. But
Nice.
the heavier stuff was, well, I wouldn't say it's really heavy. It's just edgier.
Right.
When we started, you know, I thought I had to buy a Telecaster, and I got a Princeton twin reverb, and I was going to catch all that. And I keep changing gear, and I keep going through guitars. It's like clothes, really. And
His favorite guitar is his next one.
Right?
There you
but,
go.
yeah, I switched gear, and
There you go. So
it just worked that way.
you kind of like that though, you know, Ace? Is there a lot of like different music, you know, I guess instruments is the word I'm looking for. A lot of different instruments, a lot of different guitars that you go through, amps, pedals, you know.
Yeah, I want to say I didn't, but I've been, I don't know, sort of a compulsion. I've had 8 guitars. And
I don't count
I don't keep them,
anymore.
though. I mean, I'm not like I'm not a guitar hoarder, but I'm just, you know, you look for that one that just feels right. And
In the last year, I think every 2 months, she'll have to practice with either a different amp, or
Which is
different
cutting back
guitar.
because it used to be weekly. So
There you go. Well, hey,
But I
man.
love it every time. I'm like, let me see it. What you get?
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad habit to have. That is
No.
not a
it helps
bad
with
habit to
writing.
have.
It just changes, you know. Yeah, it's just more. Maybe it has a little bit. Some songs still have that kind of roadie feel to it, but it's. I'd like to compare it to like if you took Hoodoo Gurus and Tool and put them together, and that's what it is.
That's what you have, folks. Is Last Chance Texaco in the
Nice
building.
vocals.
It's Gail, Kevin, and Ace. And let's move that microphone up to Kevin and talk to him a little bit. Talk about how you got involved with the how you met up with these guys and all that.
I met up with these guys. I'm playing in another band called Scarecrow Revival.
All right.
And it's a circle of friends. And they booked a gig at Gary Lee's. And for some reason, I don't know why, didn't have bass player and drummer available. And so my band backed them up. So we did a few practices, learned a few songs, and split the bill. So we played a few songs with my band behind them and became friends. And after a while, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll play rhythm guitar and sing with you guys. Love to. It's been great.
So you just kind of stuck with it, and they said you work, man. So let's do this.
Let's do it. I was nervous at first, and it's a little out of my wheelhouse at first, and just kind of jumped in and followed Matt's kind of inspiration and direction of what he's doing, and jumped in.
What's your guitar? What is your instrument of choice? Guitar, bass?
I play guitar.
Just guitar.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you guys, play together, and it just works out really well.
Yeah.
That's what
I play rhythm and try and hold it down with the rhythm section, and it gives Matt some freedom to do his thing.
And then you got the killer background. He's got the killer harmonies too.
So you sing a lot then?
Yeah.
That's good, man. Tell us a little bit about when you were a kid. You got started, thinking about even playing guitar or playing music at all, or were you forced into it as a family deal?
I didn't start playing guitar until, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Buddy of mine, I used to race motorcycles with a friend.
Yes.
And there we go. And he was in a band, rockabilly band, killer guitar player. And I was just like, dude, you need to teach me how to play guitar.
He just fell in love with it, huh?
Yeah. And so we used to just hang in his basement, play guitar, and learned it up that way.
Actually, Don's one of my top 5 favorite local guitar players.
Yeah, Don's
He's cool.
Good guitar.
Let's mention the guy. I mean, the whole name.
Don Alice. And he plays with me in Scarecrow Revival.
Nice. Good stuff, man. Indeed, it is Last Chance Texaco, Gail, Kevin, and Ace. And Saturday, they're going to be at Cheers, man. So you could hear this live, loud music. It's going to be really kick-ass, man.
We're on at 8:30.
8:30.
So get there early. Don't
Right.
linger
Right.
around, man. Leave work if you have to work. Cut the lawn short a little bit, and then come on out, man.
And I always hear everybody always says, "Oh God, it's so far," but
it is.
shoot
But
down the
you know
highway, man. It's
Yeah, you know what? It is, but hey, I'll be there. I live completely on the other side of town, but I'd much rather go there than anywhere else at night.
Yeah,
So
it sounds great in there, man. It's killer.
And it is. It's good. And like I said before, the girls are nice. I don't even know what the deal is, man. They're just really nice in there. But indeed, Last Chance Texaco, Saturday at Cheers. Make sure to check them out, man. Good stuff, man. And Gail, how about you? I mean, do you play drums? What do you do?
I play guitar enough just for writing purposes, really. I leave that up to the boys, but I like to write lyrics, and Matt and I work on everything together. So,
well, let's talk about the writing process, how that goes between you guys. Whether it's music first or lyrics first. Let us.
Usually he'll give me the music, and from that I'll either go with like a feeling or just I don't know, just it'll inspire something. I mean, it'll make me feel something. So either it comes from me, or maybe it reminds me of a character or something like that. So that's how we take it from there.
And then, so sometimes it could be some music first, and then you write for it.
Usually it's music first,
Okay.
and then we'll just kind of play off each other from there.
I'm sorry that whistle got me all kind of got me off my
It was
game
creepy
for a
for a
minute.
That was our drummer.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about him. Is he not going to be here or tonight, or I mean, probably not.
He wanted to, and he lives in Decano, so he's
see,
he's sort of
talking about Cheers being far,
right.
Yeah, he's excited about the Cheers show. That's right down the street.
Yeah,
from
Carl
him.
Frank,
There
he's a
you
killer
go.
dude. I found him on Reverb Nation. We didn't have a drummer, and I was just kind of looking through other bands, that dude, I like him. So I sent him a message, and I didn't think he would get back to me at all. And actually, what was it? 2 weeks, 2 months?
I don't know. It was pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, I don't check Reverb Nation like everybody, so I think he got back, and then I saw him. But yeah, he's killer. He's in another band.
Jimbo Darville and the Truckadores.
Yeah. And Carl,
I'll tell you what,
Carl's got a punk background too. He's killer.
My buddy Wayne, he's just cracking up back there in Baltimore because, you know, every week we got names and names and names. He goes, well, how the hell you guys come up with these names, man? I can't. I'll tell you what, he's great, man. But yeah, man, I love it, and man, I'm excited about it. I like the way. By the way, I was going to bring up the fact that you used a different way to find your musician. You know, mostly people go through Craigslist or Backpage or whatever, you know, and they, you know, get it that way. I like how, you know, what made you kind of, you know, you're out of the box kind of guy, Ace.
A good rhythm section is just, it's priceless if you can find someone. And, you know, everybody's, and I think it's good. Everybody plays with other people now, you know, it's more so because the scene changed and there's more opportunity. But, you know, everyone else I liked was really just booked.
Yeah.
And they are.
And we lucked out with Carl because he's so tight and in the pocket.
Yeah. And I, you know, he came over the first night he came down. We were rehearsing at the Rocket Space, you know, so I shot him the EP, and I said, here, man, you know, learn these. And I'm thinking, you know, most people show up and they go, how's that song start again? And you spend half of your night teaching them the beginning of the song. So Carl rolls in, and he's, you know, and I'm like, all right, you know, did you get a chance to listen to? And he's like, yeah, let's do. And he counts it in, and he just and he like nailed it. And meanwhile, I'm just jacking up everything all night, man. And I'm like, oh, he's never gonna stay, because it was like I had gear problems, and I wasn't, you know, my hand like stopped working, but he's still here, so you know, that's pretty good for him.
I think he sees what a lot of people, what I see in Last Chance Texaco, man, is just really good musicians, good music, and people that are passionate about what they're doing, man. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it, guys?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
That's it, man. No doubt about it. Make sure to check them out at Cheers. They're going to be there Saturday night. I'll be there Saturday night. It is a really kick-ass lineup, man. Last Chance Texaco. I see you guys brought some gear with you, so you know, I always like to, since you guys bring it on in, go ahead and play a little something for us. That would be great. Go ahead and tell us what it is, and I'll send this microphone over, and tell us what it means to you too, if you would.
Sure. This one's going to be on the new CD we're recording. It's called These Lines I Write. And it's funny. A lot of things I write, I start on an acoustic, and then they just kind of change when you play them with the band. But this one, I don't know. What do you think of this one?
What do I think? I really like this one a lot. Actually, and Matt wrote all the words for most of this. So
yeah, this one I wrote the lyrics first. This is usually I don't, because it's harder to write around just lyrics for me. But yeah, it just came out. I was wrote it in an afternoon, and recorded it on my phone, and then I sent it to Gail, and yeah, so.
Well, there's not a damn thing wrong with that. That's for sure.
But, I haven't played this acoustically in ages, so we'll see if we can do this one. Yeah, ready?
My life, bonds I make always break. In my sky, watercolors all turn gray. Cheating heart still beats even when you're gone. Burning ears, they will hear me sing this song. These lines I write come from sorrow. These lines I write live in me. These are the dreams that I borrowed. 3 chords and truth are what I need. We shared love. Love me sometimes, I loved you. We threw words carelessly like we do. These lines I write forged in anger. These lines I write are killing me. This is my heart set to ruin. 3 chords and truth will set me free. These lines I write are my redemption. These lines I write, they live in me. This is my life that I am living. 3 chords and truth will set me free.
These lines I write.
These lines I write make me wonder.
These lines I write.
These lines I write will make you see.
These lines I write.
I may be down, but I'm not under.
These lines I write.
3 chords and truth will set me free. 3 chords and truth will set me free.
These lines I write.
These lines I write will set me free.
Last Chance Texaco, Gail, Kevin, and Ace. You can see them Saturday night at Cheers, and a little bit in a couple months at Herman's, or maybe next month, right?
Next month at yeah, I think
Yes,
in May at Herman's.
Hasn't
and
been
then
announced yet,
again
but
Yeah, and
June at Herman's.
check out their Facebook page, their website, and all that good stuff, man. And of course, that song, you might play it, but it won't be as acoustic as
No.
it is here.
no, to be played.
You guys don't really, I mean, you guys really, when you do the shows, it's all like real loud and electric and hard, right? There's not
Yeah,
like really a
loud.
sit down deal.
No,
Right.
it's not. We keep it energetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so, and the folks could find that out when they go down to Cheers on Saturday night. And again, man, it's going to be a killer lineup. That place should be absolutely packed, and I don't expect anything less, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the lineup is great, man. I haven't seen a lineup like that, and well, yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking
best
forward
lineup
to it.
ever.
No
Yeah.
doubt about it, man. Gail, let's talk to you a little bit. Do you play any instruments, or do you mostly just sing? Or
In the band, I mostly just sing. At home, like I said, I play a little bit of guitar. I play just enough for writing. I always say. I live in a house with we have a son that one day asked me to show him how to read tabs, and like 2 hours later, I heard him play, and I'm like, well, now he's better than me. And then like the next day, Matt's like, well, now I think he's better than me. So
well,
he's
hey,
a little
man.
intimidating. So.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that at all, man. You guys are raising a young prodigy, and,
Yeah.
and maybe in a couple of
It's
years we'll
allowed.
have
We have a
him.
very noisy house.
Yeah, we
him
have
on
a
the show.
drummer and our there's either piano or drums or guitar, and our middle child is also a comic, so there might be riders over. It's a very loud house.
There's a lot of noise and profanity all the time.
Yeah.
Well, shouts out to that, man. Shouts out to that. Just nothing but real. Gail and Ace, let's talk a little bit about, I don't usually like to talk about relationships and stuff, but you brought it out that you guys were married. And when you guys met, was it through a musical thing or, were your friends?
It actually was. We met, a long time ago in '87. We were camping out for David Bowie tickets. We met in line for David Bowie tickets.
Back in those days, you'd have get out your couch and go do fun stuff.
Yeah, you actually had to camp out in the parking lot to try and get your first spot in line.
Yeah, and for my buddy Wayne, David Bowie, that's the guy you call thin white dude. Just let him know. Yeah. But you guys, were just hanging out, and you guys just started talking and all that stuff, and then it kind of developed into something a little bit more special.
We were best friends in college. We actually didn't date. No, but we were always together, and we were always hanging out with each other. So
those are the best relationships. I'm telling you what, the best friends and the friendships and all that good stuff. And does sometimes a lot of the writing or some of the writing come from, relationships, realisms? And
it does. Like I said, sometimes it's, it might be a memory. It might be something I'm going through, or it might be, maybe even a book I'm reading, like a character or something. And I kind of get into their mind and go with that too.
Nice. And again, it's Last Chance Texaco. It's Gail, Kevin, and Ace. Make sure to check them out Saturday at Cheers, man. It's going to be really, really good. Have you guys done, like extensive, like regional touring or, I hate to call it touring when it's just a few shows. Or,
honestly, we've,
you guys kind of,
we're really just getting started playing out. I mean, we've played out sporadically, but really, we've just focused on getting our repertoire together and
getting our sound tighter. Really,
and now it's I think it's where we want it now, and I think it's pretty engaging, compelling. I don't know. I think it's just only going to get better from here on out. So.
Yeah, the more you go with it, the better it gets, and the more fun it is too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But before I forget, I need to throw a shout out to Scott Parker for hooking us up with the gig.
Definitely.
Yeah, shouts out to Scott Parker, Event Star Productions,
absolutely,
all WFJ or whatever. What is it? World Famous Johnson's. Yes, indeed. I think I had it right the first time.
No, you were right,
man. Oh, man. Second guessing myself. That's the worst thing I could ever do.
But yeah, no, we've been, Gail and I have pretty much, this is our first time actually in a band together. So when you're married, and then, you get caught up with raising kids and everything. And the way this came about, if I'm remembering it right, you can tell me if it's not. So I've always played in bands, and, she's like the coolest person in the world, because it's probably, it's not easy to live with someone who plays in bands. It's just not. It's just.
Should I ring the bell?
Yeah, right. So, but I'd stopped playing, so I wasn't with the Johnsons, and then my other project was kind of, we weren't really doing anything, and we were just talking one night and said, yeah, it'd be cool to. I think you said it would be cool to have just a fun cover band. So, am I in the right area?
I think so.
I'm pretty thick at times. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to sing.
Well, my background was like straight.
That's how it came out.
It was a switch for me because I came from like theater and musical theater. So, the first rehearsal, I'm like, and who's the director? And what's my motivation? And who's my character? So it was a switch for me.
But and as you went on, it got better and better.
Yeah, it's just
And now have you always been completely comfortable singing, or and just letting it loose?
Yeah, definitely.
And that comes from the college background or the school background where you were doing musicals and things like that.
Right.
Awesome. That's great stuff. Last Chance Texaco in the house. It's Gail, Kevin, and Ace. And we're going to go back to the CD. Make sure you check that out. It is called Curiosity and Few Regrets. And Ace, I'm going to let you pick the second song.
I think I want to hear This Night.
And which one? They only
And
just. Let's see if we can figure out.
I think it's the
we did pretty good on the last one.
second to last. I think it's. Yeah, there's only 5, right? I think it's 4. I'm
It's
pretty.
like the
I'm
mystery.
pretty
five.
sure it's track
Spin the
4.
wheel.
All right, man. That's
Yeah,
how
this
we'll
night
do
is
it.
ours forever.
All right, it is Last Chance Texaco in the building, and we are melting it down to 0. It's Gail, Kevin, and Ace, and this song again is called
This night is ours forever.
All right.
This night is ours forever. I'm by your side, moving slowly. We watch the passers-by, hanging out on the midway, embrace the carnival. Curiosities and few regrets await at the show. This isn't a dog ride, so put away your fears. And until you find me, I'll be waiting here. This night is ours forever, we got no cares. Scrapbooks filled with memories are buried in our prayers. Bathing in the moonlight, the tide is low. Get away forever in the afterglow. This isn't a dark run, so put away your fear. Not until you find me, I'll be waiting here. When time moves us on, we'll still be strong. And though the world has passed us by, we'll still have this night. When time moves us on, we'll still be strong. And though the world has passed us by, we'll still have this night. 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 We'll still have this night.
We have the best crowd ever. It is Last Chance Texaco in the house, in the building, man. Very, very happy to have you guys in. And if you like that, come and check it out live at Cheers 120th and Washington. Yes, you think it might be far, but really it's worth the trip.
Right
And
down
really,
I-25,
if it's that damn
man.
far, they've got motels and hotels right down the block. So
Right down.
it's all good.
Take a lift.
It's all good. Yeah, that's right. Take a lift and just come out, man. You really will be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Again, Last Chance Texaco. Tell us a little bit about, your stage get up. Do you guys, get up and, put on, some stuff? And
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Gail and Kevin are usually the best dressed on stage.
Nice.
We are.
I know. So I got to do hair and I got to do makeup.
I got to step my game up, man.
And then you guys go pick out a hoodie.
So I rolled
Make them
in
do
here.
some eyeliner, maybe, huh?
I rolled in here 2 weeks ago, and I was just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and then someone pointed out to me that you should really look better. So
That's a real fan right there. That's a real fan.
it's a family member. Man.
Those are
Anyway.
those are your best critics. man.
I saw
I'm
you
working on it.
guys before I was in the band at the Lion's Lair. He was wearing a suit.
Oh yeah,
He
that
was looking sharp.
that blue jacket. I love that
It's a
jacket.
velvet
I always
blue
kind of,
I love that jacket.
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
looking good.
During the song, Kevin, we were talking a little bit, and you happened to just mention that some of these songs are really tough to play acoustically. Tell us a little bit about how you like the challenge between doing acoustic songs and doing because I think you plug in. You look like the kind of guy that plugs in probably 80-90% of the time.
Actually, not. I play in my other band. We're an acoustic Americana band, and when you play acoustic, you got to just keep strumming. You can't stop.
Scarecrow Revival, by the
That's
way.
right.
Yes, indeed.
And
Let's
when's
give them
your
a
next
shout.
show, Kev?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the Scarecrow Revival and the show. We'll plug you a little bit right here, brother.
Scarecrow started out as just me and my friend Don playing. Well, he's in another band, and he had songs from that band that they weren't playing. So we started playing them in the basement as I'm learning. We decided, hey, let's go do a couple open mics. Boom, we do a couple open mics, got a cajon player, and we would go on an open mic tour, sometimes 2 or 3 a night, and every week. And people started asking us to come play on the weekend. And so we just started doing that. It's acoustic, keep strumming. Lots of energy, pretty loud.
It's pretty dark.
Kind of dark.
Yeah.
We have a good time.
Well, folks, check that out too while you're, done. After you're done checking out the Last Chance Texaco website and Facebook page, check out Scarecrow Revival as well, especially if you're into Americana acoustical style music, with a little bit of a hard, punky edge, right?
A little bit of dark.
Yeah, a little bit of dark. Yes, indeed, man. Great stuff. Again, we have Last Chance Texaco in. They're going to be at Cheers on Saturday night. Get your tickets now because I have a feeling this bill is going to sell. So it's going to be a really fantastic deal, man. Great stuff.
Way psyched.
Yeah.
Way psyched.
Way psyched, man. No doubt about it. You guys have one more in you, and then we'll talk a little bit more. So tell us a little bit about the song you guys are going to play one more time, and
Yeah,
Oh, Between
save
the Lines.
the lines theme.
Yeah, we'll go with the line. So this one's Between the Lines. This one's
Let's
just
go. You jump in with that.
I guess this is about Matt and I guess, our
What's our trip to Austin?
trip to Austin. Yeah, our oldest son used to live in Austin, so we would drive down there quite a
Which-
bit.
Just real quick, can I tell an Austin anecdote?
oh, please, man.
So we stayed. I'm all about I like to economize, and every now and then we'll do the really sweet Airbnb or whatever. But we got a good deal on the America's Best Hotel, which I want to give a shout out to.
It is the worst hotel.
So it was
in
like
the world.
$50 a night.
Oh my
but,
God. I don't think it was that cheap, but it was.
I think it was $50. It should have been $50.
It should have.
So-
They should have paid us for staying.
I was
there.
just
It
going to
was
say
so
you had to pay
bad.
you had to stand up sleeping, right?
I got 2 songs out of that trip. This is the other song is where the night we're leaving the America's Best, which is just the most decrepit rundown.
It's the one right off. Yeah.
And I think But Johnny Hickman stay there too, or no?
No, he stayed at
the other one.
He stayed at the Super 8, and I was
Okay,
like,
so-
"Don't go across the street, dude."
Yeah, if you go across the street, you pray you get hit by a car before you walk into the America's Best. But
Well, we won't be looking for them as a sponsor.
I don't want to get in trouble. But you know, we're walking out, and you know, we're getting in our car, ready. We're getting ready to head out, and you know, there's the bros with their needles stuck in their arms, just hanging out in their car, and then.
I get the car and I'm like, those guys are shooting
then,
up.
the naked chick comes out of the manager's office, and I'm like,
whoa,
if you can't even write that better. I mean,
yeah, you can't.
It's
write
actually
that.
pretty
That's
cool.
Yeah, once the naked chick popped out, you're like, we might be able to stay.
No, but
So we got 2 songs out of it. So we got that going for it.
No doubt about it.
This isn't that song. You have to buy the CD for that one. That's really good.
Last Chance Texaco in the Freeza Block.
I remember the summer you found me, 2 kids, wild and dumb. Then you heard me through all that static, made a pact in the parking lot. These are strange times, but if you look, you will find some truth. These miles, know where I've been, not the same, but I still love you. And you can't change the seasons, laid it all out and asked for more. Still get angry for no good reason. Every now and then we slam a door. These are strange times, but if you look, you will find some truth. These miles, know where I've been, not the same, but I still love you. Late at night, driving in Austin, looking for what we had lost. Then you heard me through all that static, made out in the parking lot. These are strange times, but if you look, you will find some truth. These miles, know where I've been, not the same, but I still love you. Still love you. Still love you. Still love you. I remember the summer you found me, 2 kids, wild-eyed and dumb.
Last Chance Texaco in the house. Indeed. Thank you guys so much, man. Gail, Kevin, and Ace. And again, you can catch them Saturday at Cheers, a little bit down the road at Herman's. And make sure to check out their CD, Curiosity and Few Regrets. Give them some love. Go ahead and purchase that thing. And, they're not asking for a whole lot.
No, I don't think on that one.
Thinking about that, though, what do you guys? Do you have goals for this band, or you guys just kind of like playing and just going out there and just doing it?
No, I want to go on the road.
Yeah,
that's what I
we've
wanna
talked
do.
about it. We definitely want to.
And as I say that, I can hear the dudes and the Johnsons going, "Oh." But maybe we'll do a tour together.
There you go, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's good, there's even better, man.
But no, we want to do some summer stuff, and
Yeah.
I definitely want. I really think the album that we're working on is really crazy good. So, and everyone says that, but it really is. So, definitely are going to push it and see where we go with it.
Well, we'll be looking for that. Indeed. Last Chance Texaco in the building, and make sure to again check out their website and their page, and come down to Cheers. It'll be fun, man. what about the radio airplay? You guys like try to, sell your stuff out there a little bit?
We
and
actually
Actually,
did
we
get
did get
some
played.
on the Colorado Sound.
They picked up The Great Escape and they played it for a little bit, which was
We
crazy.
did get some airplay on that one.
Excellent, man. Shouts out to the crowd down there at Colorado.
At the Colorado
Sound.
Sound,
Yeah,
no
no
doubt.
doubt those guys are awesome.
Yeah,
They really got their ear, to the deal.
Yeah, and they definitely support local music, which is just so invaluable. I mean, it's just
Yeah, and it's that's rare. You don't get that. I mean, stuff that you're doing, Steve, and everybody. You got so many. And I think I said last time. There's such a great scene here. There's so many great, talented bands and musicians. So, I think Denver's always been this weird place that's kind of always had potential, but it's never really. Bands have gotten out and done their own thing. There's plenty of that, but as far as a scene, I think if people unify a bit and if they
I think it's going
support
good
each
though. I
other.
think there's
Yeah.
so many good bands out there that I just think people need to get out.
Yeah,
and
and
see
I actually think the stuff that I'm hearing locally and that's independent is way better than, what's, popular now. There aren't a lot of guitar-driven bands anymore, and there's not a lot of, there's a lot of very soulful music and
some good songwriting out there.
good songwriting, man.
Good songwriting,
and that's
great
right
musicians.
here. That's in Colorado.
Yeah, and no doubt about. Well, that's why I love doing this gig so much, man. I mean, if everybody was kind of mediocre, they kind of whatever, I don't think I'd be as encouraged to do it every week, But every week I come out and I'm just so impressed. I'm like, man, how are you guys? How are we not playing all these songs? How come we're not hearing them on
Right.
commercial radio stations? But hey,
But it's crazy, man. Because like I got, I'll just name a couple. So the Ryan Chris's last CD is amazing. It's just a great outlaw country throwback, and it sounds phenomenal. I love the Hits new CD.
yeah,
But they're killer.
no doubt. Shout outs to them. They're
There's
doing
just
a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, there's not a short. Kevin's CD and Scarecrow Revival is always on my rotation.
Which I'll be checking out too. I will definitely
But,
be checking that out after the show, man.
And if you're not out there and you're not supporting music, you need to.
And you need to be.
You need to be, man. Because
Get up off the couch, man. Put the ice
working
cream
hard.
back in the freezer and come on out to the show. Spend a couple bucks, have a couple beers, drive an Uber, come out to the shows. That's the thing, man. There's too many people sitting at home watching baseball or whatever and bored to death and wondering what's going on with my life. Come out and get yourself a life.
Well,
right?
everything. Most of my life experiences are connected to music. So everything that has been good or bad there's always been that music background for it. And we're all about get rid of your phone and come out and engage, man. Feel it.
Get off the Facebook. and
I
then
just went on a
get
soapbox.
It's all good. Get off the Facebook and then come out and
Right.
put some Facebook Live out there and show everybody what you're doing
There you
and how much fun you're having and the great music that you're listening to. Let's talk a little bit about your branding, man. I love your logo. Go ahead and pick that up and put it in front of the camera so the folks can see it a little bit there. Tell us who does your artwork and how you guys came across it. And
Well,
all that
actually,
good
our
stuff.
logo was designed by a gentleman named Lee Miles, who is an excellent graphic designer. He did some great work for us.
Shouts out to Lee Miles.
Right, bro.
Great stuff, man. And wow, man, I'll tell you what, man, I've had a lot of fun in here tonight. I'm
Too.
telling you
This
what.
is great. Thanks
This
for
is
having
almost
us. We
like the-
appreciate it.
It seems like we were in here for like 10 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah, it just flew by.
We've just about got to wind it right on down. We've almost melted it right on down to zero. I'm going to play one last song on our way out. Excuse me. A little bit of Taco Bell.
Got to be
really.
track one. Got to do track one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that, man.
This is the one that was on Colorado Sound for a few.
All right, man. So folks that have listened to Colorado Sound and are familiar with it, again, this song is called
The Great Escape.
The Great Escape. It is Last Chance Texaco in the house. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank
in.
you.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
I drive all night, my radio playing Johnny Cash. Lay out my boys, I'll leave behind and drive and look back. to cover up my past. You take the love, I'll take the blame. My dad was a wretched man, always drinking, carried on. It smelled like marbles and self-approach, didn't stick around too long. He said I'm rolling like a freight train, with parts of Detroit steel. He said the devil, he won't take me, long as I'm behind his wheel. My God, Lord Jesus knows that this won't last, still his smiles are the same. Strange states to cover up my past. You take the love, I'll take the blame. I drive all night past the last chance sign down the road. This heavy heart follows with me everywhere I go. I got what Jesus knows that this won't last, still his smiles are the same. Grand escapes to cover up my past. Take the love, I'll take the blame.
Last Chance Texaco in the house. Gail, Kevin, and Ace, want to thank you again so very much for coming on in. I know it was a little bit of a late notice deal, man, but I really appreciate you guys coming on in and playing some music. That's always a super, super bonus.
We're thrilled you wanted us to come in and play some
man,
stuff, man.
You're good,
awesome.
man. Got to come in, man. Got to check them out at Cheers on Saturday night. This will be a great, great show up there at Cheers. It's going to be amazing and all that good stuff, man. So, hey, man, there's nothing else I can say other than it's really going to be a super, super kick-ass show, man. Really good stuff. Again, they're going to be down in Herman's, and keep an eye out for their newer stuff that's going to be coming out here in maybe June or July, perhaps.
July, man.
Right.
I got to give a shout out to Max. So.
Maxwell.
Yeah, he's listening. Our son Max, who's a way better guitar player than I'll ever be.
The prodigy.
Shouts out.
Anyway,
shouts out.
There you go.
No doubt about it. Again, thank you guys for coming in, man. We're going to close it out with the number 2 track. Is that good for you guys, man? Or
yeah, that's with Desperation.
We're just we're just going to close it out, man. We've said hi, we've said goodbye. We're just going to say our goodbyes. I'm going to wave you on out, and then we'll do the finishing touches after we go off the air here. And indeed, again, folks, check out Last Chance Texaco. It is spelled exactly how it sounds.
Please like us on Facebook.
Definitely like us on Facebook.
We want friends.
There you go, man.
We need
Do it
friends.
now. Yeah.
Be nice to us.
Check out that social media again. Go to their website. Purchase that music and enjoy it like you damn well will. All right. This song, last one again.
Desperation,
right here. Freeza Block Show. MileHighUnderground.com.
Cool.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. We have Anthony Ruptak in the studio. That should be a really good time. We'll see everybody next week, and especially, hopefully, you guys will check it out on RazRadioLive.com. We got the chocolate drop on Saturday. See ya.
Highway leads nowhere. Empty buildings and decay. Schoolhouse bells stopped ringing. All the children went away. In this town called desperation,